You've probably heard the saying, if life deals you lemons, make lemonade. We've all heard it, but not as easy as it sounds. What actually happens if suddenly a truckload of lemons gets dropped on your lap? A lot of lemonade's been made. So what do? Well, it happens to all of us, not just me. And in those circumstances, very often you just want to give up, turn your back and walk in the opposite direction. I've often been heard to say, why on earth did I decide to practice law? Why didn't I just become a housewife and go and bake muffins? And then a wise person next to me would say, and how would that have worked for you? Probably wouldn't have worked either. Probably would have still landed up with lemons on my lap. So, where do we go? It's easy. Well, let's not say it's easy. Let's say the first step is to pause. For me, that would be pause and have a cup of tea. Pause and sit with that sourness just for a moment. Accept the fact that it's there and that you need to deal with it. This is not just about your job, this is about your life, this is about things that you really want to achieve, but you're not getting there because of those lemons. And you might think, why me? Why does this have to happen to me? I've got it all planned out, or I had it all planned out, and I've had it all planned out before. I've had my trial prepped to the tiniest detail, and then all of a sudden my witnesses will not be available. And then I have to go back to the drawing board. Frustrating, of course it's frustrating. But resilience is what it's about. You need to be resilient. You're not failing because you have to go back to the drawing board. You're not failing because these lemons have been dropped in your lap. The people that I know that are the most together are still people who are constantly faced with lemons. It's part of life at the end of the day. Now, how do we deal with it? I say, as I've said, pause. Then you look at those lemons and you see, how can I sweeten the lemons? And trust me, you get some of the sweetest lemonade from the sourest season. Just got to think about it. What do I need to do to make this lemonade? What do I need to remove? What do I need to change? And it's not actually starting from scratch, by the way, because you're starting from a place of experience, because you've been through the experience of having your plans sorted, or what you have decided was in your best interest turned upside down. So now you're coming from a place of experience. You then need to say to yourself, I'm still worthy, I'm still capable, I can still make this work. I might have to change in some respect, I might have to slice the lemons, I might have to add a bit of sugar, but I can make it work. I can make it work. It doesn't define you. It doesn't write your story going forward, because you are the only author of your story. And how you deal with that sourness and with those lemons that have been dropped on your lap will tell much about you. And once you've made that new plan, once you've made that lemonade, you will know that you have achieved, that you have overcome, and that you will always be worthy. It's been such a pleasure to share this pause with you today. Remember, your voice matters. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap the bell for the next Tea Adjournment.